Angelo, welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Matt, back at it again. No rapping in the intro because I'm gonna save that for later. But today's topic, I want to talk about BP and how crazy it is. But if for the people who don't know what BP is, BP stands for Black Pill. Black Pill is basically the negative side of looks maxing. Yeah, some people might say looks maxing and black pill don't they don't correlate, they don't do the same thing, but frankly it does, but kinda. But black pill and looks maxing is the same cheek of the same ass, basically. But I'm gonna just talk about how toxic it is, being honest, because black pill, it's fine. You can just say you give up on being attractive, even though that's a nihilistic way of thinking about your attractiveness. But uh, you shouldn't ever think of, like, negative about yourself because that's just wrong. Just love who you are and whatnot. But I'm gonna talk about the editors who keep on like editing innocent people for their vids and whatnot. Like, we get it, it's fine, but you're being hella disrespectful for people who don't want to be edited into video about you putting a attractive guy against a person who looks like literally average. And the comments is the thing that makes me go crazy because most of the comments is just plain stupid, being honest. People also unironically literally saying that they want to be rated, posting their face on the comment section saying, "Am I chopped?" For some reason, I don't, like, bro. If you don't find yourself attractive, why the hell do you want people like strangers on the internet just to compliment you, or even worse, just say that you ugly because they themselves have a low self-esteem, so they want to bring down somebody who looks a bit more attractive than they are by just saying that they are not attractive or they chopped or they should just give up and just accept that, like, that's just a plain negative thinking and just wrong, being honest, because now you're just looking yourself in the mirror, just hating who you are. Now you're just following looks maxers who literally go through plastic surgery into looking the way they are, and luckily they don't push it because they understand that it's gonna be more and more addictive. But there's other people who do bone smashing, using drugs just to look like a malnourished person, and people down at the comments, the youth at the comment section keeps on glazing and praising that person who's literally, like, a guy called clavicular is literally infertile. That's what they said on the internet because bro keeps on doing crazy things to ensure that he's much more attractive. He People compared him to Patrick Bateman and whatnot, the way he is. Or I technically think that he's maybe character from Dorian Gray, for instance, Mr. Gray, who literally is scared of being perceived as unattractive, wants to look and find a perfect balance of attractiveness. That's why I'm naming that syndrome the Dorian. I can say the Dorian syndrome or the Gray syndrome. I'm gonna say the Dorian syndrome because the Gray syndrome, you can use either way because it's a fleeting sense of attractiveness that you are trying to attain, but in that pursuit, you're actually making yourself look worse. But enough about that depressing topic about looks maxers and how to smash your bones to be attractive to guys. In the end of the day, I think basically looks maxers are attracting more guys than girls currently because a lot of girls don't even date super attractive guys. I'm not saying that girls aren't attracted to attractive guys and whatnot. I'm just saying that they aren't gonna date somebody whose life is literally based on attractiveness and have nothing else to say. Don't get me wrong, like, being attractive does play a part into your everyday life. You get more respect, you know, you get like more relationship opportunities to date somebody else and whatnot, same sex, opposite sex. I don't discriminate. Okay, but at the end of the day, if you just work on your physical attractiveness instead of your physical attractiveness and your personality, at the end of the day, they'll just see you as a dumb, attractive guy or girl. If I have any female viewers watching this, hey, love you though. But you shouldn't do that, to be honest. You should just look at yourself positively, and have a good mindset. But I'm done talking about black pill mentality and how dumb it is. I just want to talk about the edits, mainly the song choices that they made, because you can watch a black pill video and you don't even care about the edit itself. You just care about the sound, the music. Bro, the music in those black pill edits carry the freaking edits so goddamn hard. Like, bro, there's a there's a lot of like songs, like Jealousy is a new song that came out on TikTok. I understand people have beef with or a gram with TikTok. I'm not sure if they actually do black pill content on Instagram, because of course people call them corny, because they are. But bro, like the song choices that they make is actually peak. Like they even introducing like old songs, and also propelling people who are like, let's say, what's his name again, the creator of Mirror's Demo, to be specific. That guy's career skyrocketed. I forgot his name, but maybe I'll just go search it up after and then write it down in the descriptions. But hey bro, like they actually propelled his career in a good light. And he even makes stop making so much depressed music, and actually made music that is good for him. But that song was actually popular, even though it has like a negative outlook on life, and how attractive people, I mean how people are perceive him and whatnot. But the song choices is actually peak. I can't lie, it's actually peak, because like every song choice is actually even this other song I forgot, like, is it Poster Boy, where they put like a bang, like a gavel, like bang, like a hammer hitting like a huge bell, bang. Yeah, I think it's like Poster Boy. Like, bro, you can hear, you can watch a black pill video and don't even care about the people that they placed on it, because it's literally just the same old people that are always gonna be showing up in every black pill video. Some black pill editors want to put themselves for like a millisecond just to be like, yeah, they're not gonna know. Bro, we know this, bro. You're literally comparing yourself to people who are attractive, but you want to make fun of unattractive people by using the unattractive people as your intro. But sorry, the music choice is actually peak, not gonna lie. Like, I'm even contemplating of freaking finding a black pill editor to actually not edit my videos, just ask him, hey bro, what type of songs do you have on your playlist? Because the song choices that they make is actually crazy. I already mentioned, Jealousy and Poster Boy. There's and oh yeah, and Mirrors too. There's a lot, and I mean a lot of songs that they use that is actually entertaining, not gonna lie. That's why I'm like starting to think that Black Pill should change the, like, BP and Black Pill should not be same side of the same coin in the abbreviation. I mean, yeah, abbreviation sense. I think BP should stand for best playlist, being honest, because it's more about the song choices rather than the editing anymore, because you can literally turn off your brain from the video itself and listen to the music, and the music, bro, it can levitate you to a whole nother level. That's why I don't focus on the people that they show, because I'm like, nah, it's whatever. When I hear the music though, I'm like, hit that euphoria, hits me with like euphoria and whatnot, because the music choice is actually peak fiction, peak, not peak fiction, peak media song choices, whatever. Because, bro, tell me if I'm not wrong. You watch a Black Pill video, but you don't actually care about who are they comparing. You're actually gonna search. You're actually gonna listen to the music first, and then go through the comments and be like, who's this song? People always comment it actually is this song, because more and more people are literally ignoring the edit itself and actually listen to the music, because I think that's a great shift. That BP should stand for Best Playlist instead of Black Pill, because the Black Pill is slowly and thankfully dying a slow and painful, ugly death. Because in the end of the day, beauty is subjective. Yes, there are people who are objectively attractive, but that doesn't mean that you should disrespect people who are, born with, birth defects, people who can, like, you can control your facial structure. Well, now you can, but it's advised you don't, because in the end of the day, you're literally destroying your face, being honest. Because sorry, you are literally just ruining like yourself, just to create a version of you that you don't even recognize in the future. Because later on down the line, you'll have like a bit of regret, because you trying to run and chase this image or outlook that you don't actually even like, because you yourself don't like the person that you are becoming, because you want people to love you instead of you loving yourself. And that's like a big issue that people have, especially people who are like chronically online or going through social media, uh actors too, going through those extreme beauty standards, even women too. Like, bro, it's fine to be who you are. You don't have to attract a lot of people. Just attract the people that you actually like. Don't attract people that you yourself don't find attractive, and they don't find you attractive. Just be yourself, being honest. Personality can take you from the depths of the earth to the freaking heavens, bro. And I know a lot of people who are like that, bro. Like, a lot of people, I ain't gonna set examples, but I can say, like, definitely my cousin, one of my cousins, who's like, he's not super attractive, but he does attract females that are actually attractive, and they actually like his personality more than how he looks like, because he's actually a funny guy, which is actually crazy fun thing to know, that no matter how dumb social media goes through, or the beauty standards of society progressively goes, from the past to the present, to the past to the present, because in the end of the day, it's like a circle. A shift is always gonna happen, because no matter how many people find you attractive, there's always gonna be an outlier of people who actually like you, and beauty standards is always gonna change, and you can either adapt to it and lose yourself, or fight against it and actually become a better person and be beautiful from the inside and out, instead of just out, like, outside beauty, and in the inside you're just a pile of poop, you're just a turd and whatnot. But hey, Black Pillars, continue, posting songs. I think you guys should, sign a petition into changing the word Black Pill in BP into Best Playlist. BP Best Playlist, because Black Pill is starting to die out. So if you're watching this, that's a PSA. So this is Matt, and like, comment, subscribe. Down to the next video. Peace.